The lab's primary power has been cut. We'll need to restore the lighting first. The power control console is right over there. This was used as a showroom for data on Phase 1 of Project Listener. Even though the information is already public, you can still take a look around, if you want.
How many things did Rubilia hide in here?
The entire Project Listener Phase 1 research is here. We're only seeing a small part of it.
Oh.
Look out!
Better be careful.
It's not over yet.
You didn't say the gray space entities may still be active here.
Maybe a test subject got free. Stay on your toes, and prepare for any surprise attack from gray space entities. The lower labs are right up ahead. Follow me.
This place gives me the chills.
The gray space entities in stasis were key subjects used for Rubilia's research. We may be able to find some clues that I missed previously. only some research samples here. The key research data is kept in Rubilia's quarters. Follow me. That small room ahead is Rubilia's living quarters.
Is Dr. Rubilia living there all by herself?
No way. There's no way we can get through so many gray space entities.
She's no mad scientist. There were just things that she had to do. Let's head inside. Maybe we'll find some useful information.
What would I tell Archon Larson if I were to go back empty-handed? What is this?
Features do not match. Verification failed.
Move out of the way.
Features do not match. Verification failed. Retrieving alternative data. Features match. Identity verified.
Lynn, Rubilia left this lockbox for you, didn't she? We all saw it.
Rubilia has never mentioned anything about it to me. This lockbox.
It's really well hidden. Wonder what's in there. Now I'm curious.
I'm not sure what's inside. The internal workings of this lockbox are extremely intricate. Opening it by force will likely damage the content inside.
We better take the lockbox back to Miroria first, and see what Archon Larson wants to do with it.
Fine. You keep the lockbox safe, Tianlong. This may be the most valuable find in this investigation of ours.
Fine, fine. At least it's something to tell Archon Larson.
space entity in that stasis chamber is gone!
Be on your guard.
Don't want to stay here a second longer than I have to.
The facilities have not been maintained for a long time. Other test subjects may have gotten free as well. We should hurry. Saki, how's Ruby?
There's no sign of her waking up yet, but all the numbers show her to be in a stable condition, with no fluctuations. Lynn, did you get what you need?
We've found a lockbox left behind by Rubilia. We are just about to give Archon Larson a report.
Archon Larson is still awaiting updates at Cloud Top. Go. I'll stand guard here. I'll notify you as soon as there's any news on Ruby.
Thanks, Saki. Let's go.
Lynn, is there nothing else you can do with the lockbox Rubilia left behind?
I'm sorry, Archon Larson. Rubilia never said anything about a lockbox to me. It was Tian Long who found the hidden compartment inside by accident.
It'll all be for nothing if we can't find any clues to open this lockbox.
Archon Larson, this lockbox's model was widely used in the Madelin Foundation. Maybe I can attempt to decode it without corrupting the data inside.
Miss Lyra, how confident are you?
Don't worry, Archon Larson. I'll immediately stop whatever I'm doing if something goes wrong, to ensure the data inside remains intact. Miss Lynn?
Please.
The data stored inside doesn't seem to have been fully deciphered.
We went through everything for this?
Miss Lynn, the data inside the lockbox is incomplete. I cannot decode anything more from it.
Only a blurry video clip? Miss Lyra, could some data be corrupted during the decoding process?
No, I assure you, there's nothing I did that would have compromised the data inside. What we saw was the entirety of the data.
Why did Dr. Rubilia leave a piece of meaningless info in a hidden compartment? Tian Long, did you find anything else noteworthy on site?
Unless there are more hidden compartments. But Rubilia doesn't seem like a person who'd bother with it. Right, Lynn?
Sorry, but I don't have anything for you at the moment, Archon Larson. Please excuse me. I'll need some time to think.
We'll call it a day for now. Dr. Clive, you and your team have to decipher and learn what you can from the data retrieved by Lin and Tian Long ASAP.
Yes, sir.
As for the lockbox, I'll ask our technicians to restore the data and hope for the best.
Lynn left alone just now with a solemn face. I didn't dare to call her. Is she in some kind of trouble?
Miss Lyra unlocked the lockbox, and we found a recording left behind by Dr. Rebellia in there. It's blurry and, unfortunately, doesn't shed light on anything. Despite that, we found some lab data on Ruby, but what's in the lockbox must be crucial. That's probably why Lynn is in a bind right now.
Is that so? And Lynn must have gone to... that place.
That place?
Lynn would sometimes stand on the balcony of the Oasis to think. After Ruby came, she often took Ruby there too. Ruby always said it's her secret base. After everything that has happened, I'm worried about her, but I have to stay here to watch over Ruby. Can you please check on her for me?
Well, let's go see Miss Lynn for a bit. Even if we can't comfort her, at least we can let her know that we're all there for her.
I just wanted to be alone for a while. Sorry for worrying you. How did you find this place?
Captain Sakifua told us.
It has a nice view, and it's quiet, unlike in the city.
Did Ruby draw all those things?
It's our little secret base. Ruby loves it here.
Is that Dolly and Spark?
They were best friends. They wouldn't even let me in on their secrets.
So Dolly and Spark must know a lot of Ruby's secrets.
Secrets. Spark. Spark. How come it only occurs to me now? It's long been left with me. I'll keep Ruby safe. And I'll find you. Just you wait.
You mean Spark can help us decode the info in the lockbox?
Spark is a support unit specially designed by Rubilia. It may contain a controlled runtime or supplementary data related to the lockbox.
What Lynn said was indeed possible. We may have the data, but not a way to read the data. Spark may be the thing we need. Archon Larson, please wait in the infirmary with the rest. I'll take the lockbox there and try to use Spark to decode it.
Fine. Get the lockbox to the infirmary, Lyra.
Lynn, I can't imagine what you're feeling while reading this message. Is Ruby all right? I'm sorry that I lied to you, but you know I had no other choice. Now that I've hit a wall in my research into the gray space entities, I will be going into the confounding abyss. It has what I need to proceed. Maybe I'll solve the mysteries surrounding the gray space entities and take them back to you. Or maybe I'll be gone, just like the Forerunners. Anyway, that's all. Good luck to you. And you too.
So Rubilia went there. What does she intend to do?
Archon Larson, I suggest that we immediately relaunch the exploration of the confounding abyss. If Rubilia was really in there, it would be in our best interest to locate her ASAP.
Lynn, do you think Rubilia could have survived in a place like the confounding abyss?
I don't know. However, in the message she left, she said there was something she needed inside the confounding abyss. She knew very well how treacherous that place was, and I believe she had taken all precautions.
I agree with Miss Lynn. Dr. Rubilia's knowledge of the gray space entities far exceeds ours. If we could find her, or at least more of her research data, it would greatly benefit us.
Just a moment, you two. Rubilia left this video clip over 2 years ago. We cannot be sure if she really did go into the confounding abyss, or if she is still alive. Even if we are to relaunch the exploration into the confounding abyss, it'll take a lot of time to get everything prepared. I trust that no one wants to repeat the same tragedy.
Lyra is right. Before we relaunch the exploration, we better be fully prepared for anything. Lifting the lockdown on confounding abyss will take some time. Go and take some rest and relaxation. I'll have Captain Saki Fua contact you when we make progress.
You look like you have something to say.
Miss Lynn, what kind of place is that confounding abyss that you just talked about?
About that. Few people in Meroria know this, but you should have heard about the Second City, right?
We've seen it in the archives.
Well, about 20 years ago, Meroria's exploration teams discovered a gigantic underground space and proposed plans for a third city. Within the following years, after the underground space was discovered, Meroria must have sent hundreds of explorers in different batches to lay the foundation for the project and explore its depths. Everything was going smoothly, then all contact was suddenly lost. No communication, no responses, everything just went dead. The people, the equipment. There's no sign of either. What's more, Its terrain seemed to have undergone drastic changes. Nothing obeyed our known laws of physics. It seemed to be a gateway to another world.
So, that's why it's called the Confounding Abyss?
That's right. Also, based on the images sent back by the droids, there are ruins left behind by an unknown civilization on the other side. It has been a closely kept secret within Meroria.
Unknown civilizations? Aliens?
We know nothing about those ruins and who built them, but there are signs of gray space entity activity there. Maybe that has something to do with the disappearance of our survey teams. Still, we have no way of safely investigating the area. That's why Meroria locked down the entrance to the Confounding Abyss. Until now.
Miss Lin, where exactly is the Confounding Abyss?
Now, right beneath our feet and underneath Meroria, lies the pit that is the entrance to the Confounding Abyss.
What? If the Confounding Abyss really is that dangerous, why is Meroria still here?
There's a subgravity field in the region where Meroria is. Scientists couldn't understand what caused it, but the anti-gravity engines which kept Meroria afloat rely on that field to function. Then, when the Confounding Abyss was discovered, they realized the subgravity field was caused by the Abyss's effects on our laws of physics. In other words, the current state of Meroria relies on the delicate balance between the Confounding Abyss and our reality. But that also makes Meroria a prisoner to the Confounding Abyss. The Second City project is underway, but it's far from being able to provide for the denizens of Meroria. This may be why Archon Larson is so concerned about relaunching the exploration operations. If our actions somehow broke the balance between the Confounding Abyss and our reality, the whole city would pay for our failure.
That's truly unbelievable.
As you can see, this is a very risky operation. We better wait for Archon Larson to make the final decision. Executor, Archon Larson invites the both of you to attend the meeting at the headquarters. It's about the Confounding Abyss.
Has Archon Larson decided to relaunch the exploration operations?
Maybe. I'm almost at the headquarters. I'll see you in a bit.
We called everyone here today for the relevant affairs of Rubilia and Confounding Abyss. I have now decided to relaunch exploration of the Confounding Abyss. Since we all know what the Confounding Abyss has in store for us, Meroria cannot turn a blind eye to the risks this may bring. So I will not be investing too much manpower and resources in this project. We will only be organizing a small recon op to learn the current status of the Confounding Abyss and collect as much intel as possible for further analysis. Also, the primary objective will be to try to locate Dr. Rubilia. Lin, since you started this thing with Rubilia, you should be the one to end it. I will be sending you in with Tian Long.
Understood.
Archon Larson, I want to be part of this operation.
Shirley, this mission is highly dangerous.
I want to unveil the secrets of the gray space entities. Please, allow me to come with you.
Count me in. I want to join the operation as well.
If that's so, Lyra, why don't you brief everyone?
The space inside the confounding abyss is too unstable to maintain a space rift for long, so the mission squad will be equipped with a mini space rift generator to establish a temporary space rift. However, please beware that this temporary space rift will only allow a single person to travel through at any given time, and will need to be recharged after each use. Additionally, all records show that communication between Miroria and the confounding abyss may be prone to heavy interference. Do not be alarmed when this happens.
If there are no further questions, we'll meet up at the entrance to the confounding abyss.